GameStop will no longer offer pre-orders on Pokemon TCG products, and they're going to be implementing a limit for each SKU. How you doing? This is V-Rule. I'm doing a giveaway, 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We are working towards it. I'm going to be giving away this Brilliant Stars ETB along with 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. All you have to do is be a part of the channel. It's very simple. I try to make it simple. You can look in the description below to make sure you have all the information needed and necessary for it. But make sure you go to this video here. That's where you're going to enter for this giveaway and leave an additional comment there. You have to do the obvious steps, the regular stuff that you got to do with every channel. You have to be a part of it. So you got to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And you may want to consider hitting the bell because I post 7 days a week. So here we have it, the official announcement from GameStop concerning Pokemon. GameStop discontinues Pokemon TCG pre-orders. GameStop will no longer offer pre-orders for Pokemon TCG products and will be implementing purchase limits on select SKUs. Our goal is to ensure more fans have the opportunity to experience these exciting releases rather than limiting access to early buyers and resellers. Additionally, GameStop will offer free card savers and sleeves for PSA grading submissions on launch weekends at our RIP and Submit events. Find a PSA center near you at GameStop.com/PSA. Basically what they're saying is, hey, we have some bad news to break to you, but we're going to give you a free sleeve. What do you think of that? The free sleeve and card saver, smart, easy way to have people come in and do their RIP and Submit events. I think that's a cool aspect to the fact that they now do PSA grading. There have been issues, but those are the outliers from the norm. So for the most part, I've only heard pretty good things, that it's a pretty smooth transition. It's not going to cost you too much more than doing it yourself, and you don't have to take on the entire membership for those grade submissions if you're not going to be doing it very often. I've been looking for a way to get into the grading game a little bit. This sounds like a viable option to at least begin the journey, and perhaps I'll go with a lesser card just to kind of try it out and feel comfortable, because even though other people have done it, even though you might get that recommendation, you may want to experience it in a certain way at a certain level before you dive right in. Now, this all comes kind of following a few specific events, all right? We have seen a few things happen here. Now, this was happening not too long ago where Prismatic Evolution's pre-orders were available, and then as the launch was getting closer, they became a little bit smarter about anything in store and realizing, hang on, we need to limit this. This is a good step to take. Doing a limit is a really smart idea because it deters scalpers from putting forth the effort to rush out, stand in line, be first, wait out, sit up all night like it's Black Friday in 1998, you know, whatever it is. It's a good idea to kind of tampen down the hype a little bit and have a little bit of a order for those employees. The employees are trying to do a job. It's not a super high paying job. This is just a quick little thing to do, a part-time job. Most people aren't making a career out of this. Some are, I'm sure, but for the most part, they're not. And you got to give them a little bit of protection from the craziness that is the TCG of Pokemon. So limiting to 2 units each, this depends on the store. Is it 2 per SKU? Is it 2 products only? I don't know how it actually went down. I wasn't part of this release, any of the releases in person. Could not find anything when I did go. So at this point in time, when they had the Prismatic Evolutions release, they did limit. However, they did also have pre-orders, and certain things happened because we have information. If you're not familiar, you can go over to Dr. Applesauce Two. His channel did a really good job uncovering this, but we can take a quick little look at just a little bit of how this went down. The story here is someone had pre-orders. The storefront, that GameStop store manager, canceled the majority of the pre-orders and set a limit after the fact, after it was done. And it was uncovered that the remaining product was sold to an employee. Okay, hang on. Let's take a quick look.
Corporate. It's not. That's just your rule. No, it's not, because I can show you plenty of footage of people getting the whole pre-order of time.
In this store.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Stop this conversation.
It's just ridiculous.
Have you escorted out?
There's nothing wrong with recording. There's nothing wrong with it. It's freedom. It's
I don't
protected.
wish to be filmed.
Okay,
And
it's
you don't
not
have the right
illegal.
to film in here.
Yeah, I do. There's no rule that says I can't.
We'll talk about it later.
I'll,
Anyway,
and I'll stop. But like, it's
3, 4,
ridiculous
5,
to see
6,
you selling my
7,
pre-order to your own employees.
I mean, he's clearly
Like, that's actually insane.
if you worked here, would you buy
I
something?
can understand.
It's insane. I know. I would pre-order it doing
That
the
was
proper
your
channels.
pre-orders. We had like 16.
Okay, and I
And
called
he brought that out of
yesterday,
the box.
and I called yesterday,
And
and
I
you said
told-
you didn't get any. So
I
when
wasn't
did you
here
get them?
yesterday.
Yeah, when I talked
It
to
doesn't
Daniel.
matter.
So who's Daniel then?
It doesn't matter, dude.
Because I called yesterday,
Dude,
you said you had
I'm not having this
9.
conversation. Here's your
Why can't you
orders.
have the conversation?
I
You're the
canceled
general
your
manager of the
orders.
store.
I'm not, okay.
Exactly. I'm putting you in a weird spot. And if I did work here, I would do everything the proper channels, and I would pre-order, like due diligence, like
All right,
anyone
that's enough.
else.
If you want to see the full video, you can go over to Dr. Applesauce Two and check it out. But you get the gist of it, that this was a little shady, to say the least. I mean, I think it's a lot shady, but think about it. Think about it this way. The employee has full access, knowing what's coming. The employee could make the pre-orders ahead of time. Perhaps it's somebody who's not too into Pokemon TCG, and they're seeing the hype coming. They're realizing how big this is getting, and now all of a sudden, after the fact, oh wait, I do want some of that. And you have a manager backing them up on it. We'll just cancel a little here, a little there, blah, blah, set these limits. We got limits for the new stuff, so why not do it to the people who pre-ordered? And then there, the employees have their stuff. Well, the signs point to that the employee probably was not well-versed in Pokemon TCG or even that interested, but saw an opportunity as a scalper. Well, hang on, I want them at MSRP so I can sell them for triple. Well, I can't verify that. I don't know who the employee was that benefited from this. I believe this manager ended up losing his job. So, pretty shady stuff, pretty messy, but it leads us to here. We're not going to do pre-orders at all. We're getting rid of it completely. It's unfortunate, but I think this is a better thing for the storefronts. I think this is a better thing for the company itself, for GameStop. A little bit more sensibility around how these will release. And it's a deterrent to the scalpers that would take advantage of clearing the shelves or pre-ordering everything, anticipating that particular hype. Now, does this mean any pre-orders that happened for Journey Together have been wiped clean? Are people getting emails on that? If you're part of that pool, I didn't do any pre-orders or anything from GameStop. I haven't in years. If you're part of that situation and you've seen something come in saying, hey, your pre-orders are canceled, we're no longer doing this, comment down below. I'd love to know about it. I think a lot of people in the community would love to know about it, just out of curiosity, because that's kind of coming on the heels of Prismatic, but it's also ahead of Journey Together, and it may be affecting it. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Interesting story. I think long-term this is a good way to go. I have been a big proponent of stores taking a look at the line and going, hang on, we got a big, massive line. Each one person can have one product. The end. You know what? There's only a couple of you. You can have 3. Like just making a quick judgment call so it's not chaos and it's not going to sell out. You already have people waiting in line for it. There's no worry if these are going to sell. There's no worry that these won't go over time. But placing a limit on it puts a little bit of reality check for the collectors, for the investors, for the people who just want to open it, and it creates opportunity for others to spread out the joy a little bit, because there's nothing worse than waiting in line and seeing it all get taken up, or being there ready to go and a storefront shows up at a Target and clears it out, if you've seen that video. Interesting development. I think it's a good thing. I think their PSA submission stuff is interesting and heading in the right direction. So hopefully that will be a good long-term solution for many people out there. This canceling or discontinuing of pre-orders, I think will shake out to be a good thing in the long term. However, I understand those who would want to cancel their membership, whatever it is that they do, the Power Play membership, is that what they call it? I don't remember. I would see people canceling that because you're losing some of the benefits you dove in for. You wanted to have this benefit, and now you no longer have that early pre-release benefit available because they're discontinuing that. So I could see that being a real possibility. It's not a huge price, so I don't know if that would be a major disadvantage for GameStop long term. This actually protecting their storefront and having people walking in on release day, but not at the moment it opens and still being able to get a product or two, I think that'd be a really good thing for the hobby long term. So probably going to be up for debate on how people are reacting to this, and it may be on the position based on where you've been in interacting with the pre-order situation from GameStop. But ultimately, I think this is good for the hobby. And if you don't think that's good, maybe you'll think this is good. I'm going for 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 subscribers. Giving away a Brilliant Stars ETB to one lucky subscriber and 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. I talked about it earlier in the video of what you need to do. But of course, you need to be a part of the channel. You need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and throw a comment down below. It really helps the algorithm. I post 7 days a week. So with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.